This is Virginia Kelly with marykay.com/marykay with Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to do contour. I will say from the beginning, I'm not a professional makeup artist of any kind. I am just a person who likes to wear makeup, and I've played around a lot with my contour and spent many years just kind of finding what I like and how I like to do my own contour, and I'm just going to share that with you guys today. This is the first time that I have come on Facebook with my face completely bare. So I have no makeup on, my hair isn't even done yet. So this is just, I'm getting ready today to shoot some other videos, so I thought I would shoot this one in the process and show you guys kind of how I do my contour when I get ready. So I have already prepped my face to put on my makeup. The first thing that I always do when prepping my face is I use the Age Minimize 3D 4-in-1 cleanser to cleanse my face. Always cleanse your face morning and night, especially before you put on your makeup. And then I have moisturized with my Age Minimize 3D Day Cream SPF 30. Okay. I've put this all over my face. And then always, me personally, before I do my makeup, I do my hydrogel eye patches to make sure my eye area looks nice and moisturized. Okay. The first thing that I do when I'm going to put on my contour is you have to put on your foundation first, but always before I do my foundation, I put on my primer. So this is my Mary Kay Foundation Primer. Sunscreen broad spectrum SPF 15. This also has an SPF in it. Sunscreen is very important for not aging. I was going to say for aging, but it's important to, make sure that you protect your skin for many different reasons. So not just for the looks, but for your health as well. So I'm going to take this first and I'm going to rub this all over my face. When I put this on, I just use my hand and just kind of put some in every, like the four dots is what I do. I do this with everything, with my cleanser, my moisturizer. I put it in the 4 locations like a cross, and then I rub it all in. So this is a lightweight gel primer, and it really glides on easily. It dries quickly to a matte finish, and it really creates the perfect canvas for you to put on your foundation application, and it really enhances the foundation benefits and extends the wear of your foundation. Okay, so like I was saying, this I even put this all over my eye area, although Mary Kay does make an eye primer and a lip primer. This particular primer is for all skin types. It is fragrance free and dermatologist tested, so this can be used with any Mary Kay foundation. Okay, so I've got on my primer, and you really don't have to wait. A lot of times you have to let like moisturizer or primer like kind of dry, but this one goes on so nicely. It's kind of a matte finish to begin with, so you don't really have to wait all that long to put on your foundation. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and start with my foundation, and today I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Age Minimize 3D TimeWise Luminous foundation, and this really I'm using it in beige C120. Okay, if you do not know what color of foundation you are, there is a link on the Mary Kay website where you can go through a small quiz to kind of see what color foundation would be best for you. I will link that in the description below. So this foundation is really just a flawless formula. So I just put a little bit on my beauty blender. You can apply it however you want to, if you like to use your fingers or a foundation brush, whatever you prefer. And this just really is going to give you a flawless finish, and I dampen my sponge just a little bit. I feel like that actually gives you more coverage. So this foundation is just gonna give you a younger looking complexion, and it feels really good. It's super lightweight on your skin, and it really just looks natural, and it lasts all day long. Okay, And this 3D Luminous Wear Foundation was developed with the Mary Kay IntelliMatch technology, okay? And it adds it provides 12 hours of moisture for your face. I tend to have dry skin, so I like the Luminous Wear that really adds moisture to my face. If you have oily skin, you might be more interested in the matte foundation. And I really like this foundation. It does not settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. It really lasts all day, and the coverage is amazing. I tend to have a lot of redness in my face, and then it really covers all of that. I don't really put foundation around my eyes either, because we're going to be doing our concealer and our contouring, so you won't necessarily need all the foundation around your eyes. And like I said, this Luminous Wear is really great for dry skin. If you have more oily skin, I would go with the matte foundation. And you can tell, I don't know if you can see the shine on my face, but it is very moisturizing. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm all covered. Alright, now I have on my foundation, and I go just a little bit below, but if your foundation is a pretty good match for you, you shouldn't have to go too far down on your neck. And then also, me personally, you guys will see when I do my contour, I do some contouring here to hide the extra chins. Okay, so next in the process, I'm going to put on my Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer. Okay, I have it in light ivory because I have a pretty fair skin tone. It comes like these. You guys can see how light that is for my skin tone. It comes in 6 different colors, so you can pick the one that is right for your skin tone. But like I said, I have a pretty fair complexion, and so I'm gonna go with the, what did I say? Light ivory. Okay, so now this is really going to, not only can you use this to conceal any blemishes or age spots or any minor skin imperfections, but this is what I use for my contour. Okay, so it's gonna help hide the appearance of any redness. This is suitable for all types of skin, whether you have dry skin, whether you have oily skin, or just normal skin. This is also good for sensitive skin. It's also perfectly okay to use this in delicate areas like around your eye. So when I am doing my contour, I start with my concealer and I put it here, as you guys can see, and then I'm going to take it down the bridge of my nose. Now, how you contour your nose is going to depend on your nose shape. I'm going to be doing the contour for my nose shape today, which is kind of a bulbous shape, and I will be having another video later about how to contour for each different nose shape, but today I'm just going to be contouring for my nose shape. And as you can see, I went down the where you have your lip arches there, and then I go down to my chin. I always create like a little sunshine. Woo! Alright, so I've got my T-zone contoured there, and then I'm going to go around my eyes. Now, I did not really put that much foundation, if any at all, in my eyes, so this is kind of the important part. And I'm going to go right under my eyes here, and then I'm going to draw like, kind of looks like clown tears coming off your eyes there. Okay, I'm going to do that on both sides. And then I'm going to go also on the top of my eyes. Now, if you do not like to use this much, you can use less, but this is just my personal preference, and I'm just kind of spreading it all out, so when I start blending it, it's everywhere that it needs to be. Oh, look at it in my eyebrow. And I also think a lot of people like to do their brows before they start doing their foundation. For me, the verdict is still out. I kind of do it both ways. Today I'm going to do it after. So then I'm going to take the same beauty blender that I use for my foundation, and I'm just going to start blending that in, okay? And you want that to be blended into your foundation, but you also don't want to blend it so much that the lightness goes away. You want it to still be present in color. If you can see right here on my forehead, you can still see it, but it's blended well. And then on my nose, I like to leave it just a little lighter than the rest. Okay, blend that out under my nose. Then my sunshine. Now that's spread out just a little bit more than I would have liked it to, but I'm going to go back in with my dark contour stick so that it'll even out, okay? So just all on that chin there, and then on the eyes, spread that out. I like to get really close up under the eye. So there is my light contour done, okay, my lighter color. And then the next thing that I'm going to do, the next product I'm going to put on, this is the limited edition Mary Kay at Play contouring stick. And I actually have this in Get Sculpted 2, okay? So this is the darker color. I have not tried the lighter color. I'm going to soon. I have just ordered that. But this is the darker color, and this is really going to create depth and definition with precision. If you can see how the tip is, it's kind of like a big crayon, and I like that. I can draw on my face with a big crayon. This will, you know, emphasize those like naturally occurring shadows on your face to just really give more emphasis to your features that you want to emphasize or hide. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. Now, like I said, this one I think is a little dark for me, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys with it because that is the one that I have today. I will start here and put just a little here in the middle, if you guys can see that. And then if you are super young and you just want to emphasize those cheekbones, the kind of contour that I would do is I would start right here above the ear and go straight down. But if you want to have a more youthful appearance, like myself, I would take it and kind of round it around the cheek like so. Okay, it's going to emphasize those bright, happy, youthful cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to take that and do it on the other side. Try to get it as even as possible on both sides. And I'm kind of smiling to like emphasize my natural cheek, and I kind of went like too far in here, so I'm going to kind of wipe that off. But that is where you want to emphasize, is kind of like where your natural cheek, balls of your cheek are right there, okay? So blend that out a little. And when I blend that out, it won't really matter that the line is perfect because you're going to blend it out with your sponge or a brush anyway, so it's not going to matter all that much. I'm going to go in just a little bit more right here. Okay. And then I'm going to try to hide the chins. Now, if you're not trying to hide chins and you are just trying to define your jawline, this is kind of the same process. So I'm going to take this here and draw a straight line and then go straight down my jaw here. And I'm going to go around my chin. And wherever you want your line to be, that's where you draw it, okay? I like to draw mine just a little bit above my chin to, you know, mask that, the other chins. Okay, so I'm going to also draw down here. This is also going to help me mask the things that I want to cover. So if you can see, that is how I mask the chins. And then this is just how I do my face. So now I'm going to show you how I contour my nose. For a bulbous nose, I have kind of a little round nose. It's kind of bulbous on the end. So I'm going to contour my nose for that, okay? So what you're going to do is you are going to draw a line just to there, okay? Now, like I said, remember this is for a bulbous nose. And I'm going to take this up a little higher into my brow, if you can see. Then right in the middle, I'm just going to stop and leave a space. Then I draw 2 straight lines down around the bulb of my nose. So then I am going to take a little bit more of my concealer here and put it right here in the middle to kind of pull that attention away from the bulbous end of my nose and more towards like the bridge of my nose to make my nose look more, to make my nose look less round on the end, okay? So this, I've got my contour on, as you can see. And then the next thing I'm going to start doing is blending this out. Now you can use the same beauty blender, you can use a brush. I actually use a combination of a few things when I'm doing this part because there are some parts that you want to be blended out really well, and then there are some parts like my nose that I really want to kind of keep the structure of the straight line, okay? So I'm going to take this first and go ahead and just start blending this out, okay? I'm gonna use my fingers a little bit here too and just start blending in. Sometimes I will get into it and I'll think, and I'll see, you know, I like maybe I blended that out too much. I think I need a little bit more right there, okay? I'm gonna take this brush and kind of blend it, okay, and move it up into your hairline so you don't have that. Okay, so I've blended that into my forehead, and then I'm going to go here on my cheek and just start blending this line out. Then I'm going to take this and just blend that out there. And once you start getting, the lines might look like a little dark, but once you start getting your blush and your highlighter and those kind of things on, those lines will become less and less visible. They're still there, but the attention is going to be drawn to the part where you have the concealer and the highlighter, okay? So I'm going to go and do the same here. Just kind of try to blend this out. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my chins under here. I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of like smear this all in, but I'm going to keep that line pretty straight. Sorry. I'm going to blend this in as best as I can with the brush. Me trying to talk while I hit myself in the throat. Blend this in as much as possible with the brush or with your beauty blender, whatever you want to use. Okay. Then I'm going to take my finger and kind of spread this out a little here. I don't know about you guys, but I always, when I'm doing my makeup, have a wet washcloth and a dry washcloth handy so that when I get a bunch of like brown stuff on my hands, I can wipe it off so I don't get it somewhere else where I move and start using my fingers again. So, okay, I have kind of blended out that line a little bit with my finger. Now I'm going to go back in with this and start blending it with my beauty blender, okay? Okay, then last, but to me, most important is my nose, because I feel like my nose looks funny. I have like this little like round thing on the end of my nose. It's like a little bulbous. I don't want anything on my body to be bulbous, but it is. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little tiny brush. You guys can see a little bitty brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start just kind of blending this out. Okay, so I'm gonna first do this part here in the middle. Then I'm gonna wipe off a little bit of that. I'm gonna keep using the same brush, and I'm going to blend down and just skip over that middle section. And you can take your finger, and I like to blend it from the line down. So I'm gonna take that and just pull it down. Okay, try to keep that line a little straighter there, Kelly. Pull it down. Okay, so pull it, take from the line, pull it down. So I'm gonna go right here, pulling it down. And then, I mean, if you feel like it's too much, you can always just take your finger and kind of pat it out a little, wipe it on the wet washcloth. And then, it's on the end of my nose. Okay, so then I'm gonna just take this and pull it down kind of all over, around. Okay, try to get that line as straight as possible. Yeah, mine isn't looking very straight, but okay. Now I'm gonna take my finger and kind of dab off a little of that brown, because I don't want it to be super dark. I feel like I said, the nose is the most difficult to contour and the most noticeable, right? So I'm gonna take this down. You don't want to take this down like all the way down the side of your nose, because you actually want that part to be kind of lighter. But I'm just gonna take it down just a little bit, just on the nose. Now by the eye, I'm not gonna want to take that line down. I want that line to stay pretty straight. Okay, so I'll also take this brush on the back of my hand if I feel like it's getting product heavy, and hit it on the back of my hand a few times. And then this line I feel like is a little bit too low, so I'm going to bring it in just a little bit to try to even it up with this line right here. Okay. Okay, now I feel like those lines are a little bit more even. I'm going to take my finger again and just kind of blend that out. Okay. Blending. Always blending. And then I took the concealer part in the middle, and I just kind of used my finger and blended that out just a little. And now I'm gonna keep with this line, trying to bring it down. Now I got a little bit too much of the concealer brush, wiped it out on the back of my hand. Now I'm gonna keep this line coming. Keep this line coming. Don't want to lose that line, okay? I'm gonna take it up into the brow there. All right. And then just keep it coming down. Keep it coming down. Don't want to lose that line. So can you guys see that nice blended out line on my nose? And then I'm going to do a little tap right here. The last thing I'm going to do to bring it all together and just kind of blend all the colors is I'm going to use my Mary Kay translucent loose powder. Okay, this comes in a little vat kind of thing, and then when you open it up, ooh, you're gonna see this is the loose powder. It is translucent. This powder is amazing. Okay, it eliminates the need for it's like it sets everything. It really feels weightless. It's very velvety, soft on your skin, and it really controls any unwanted shine. It sets your foundation and helps it to last longer, and it really evens out all of your contouring and your skin tone, and it's just like the final perfecting touch to your contour. Okay, So I am going to take a large brush. I'm going to take this large brush. My brushes are dirty, forgive me. They need to be cleaned. I actually bought this really cute little washing machine for your brushes from Five Below. Have you guys been to Five Below? I love Five Below. And my daughter, she loves to take the brushes and stick them in the little washing machine, and then you push the little button and like washes your brushes, and then it has a little like drain pipe and you drain it. I mean, you can just dump it out, but it has a little drain pipe and you drain it into the sink, and you can wash all of your brushes and make them clean again. It's really cute. My daughter likes to do it, so I let her do it. I need to let her do them all. She was trying to do them all the other day, and I was like, my brushes are gonna be wet. If you, like me, have fine lines and wrinkles that you want to conceal around your eyes while you have been doing your contour, your concealer may have settled into the fine lines in your eyes. And if you put your loose powder over that, then it's gonna set those fine lines and wrinkles. So what I like to do right before I do my eye, if you can see my eye right here, you can see how it's kind of settled and kind of like started doing this creasing thing on my eyelid, and then under my eye it started doing that too. So what I want to do in order to make sure it doesn't set like that is I'm going to take my beauty blender one last time and blend that out again under my eye and over my eye, and you can really see the difference between the two, right? One is like freshly put on, and one has been sitting on my skin for a minute. So I'm going to take that before I set it, okay? Do not set it like this. And that is how I set my eyes. You can see the difference there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that to my other eye. And then I am going to go ahead and take this loose powder all over the rest of my face. Just kind of setting this in, and this should kind of help if there are any like not fine lines, if there are any like contouring lines or anything that you just like want to cover up, you know, help blend out, I mean, then this is what's going to do that final little trick and kind of blend everything out. Make sure your contour is nice and blended and even and beautiful. So that's it, guys. This is basically like my face. I'm ready to start now, like doing my the rest of my face, my brows, my eyeshadow, my blush, my lips, lashes, anything else that you're ready to do. This is how I get my face ready to do all that stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will link all the products that I used today down below in case you're interested in any of those. Thank you so much for watching, and stay beautiful, my lovelies.